Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of my Let's Learn series. I am Jade and today we are going to be trying to figure out what these do. Now, today, yes, we're talking about comparators. I am excited for this one because, well, comparators are used in almost everything it feels like. And to me, as someone who doesn't really know what they do or how they work, it is pretty difficult to figure out where I can use them. You guys can see that once I learn what an object does, how it works, I'm able to use it in a lot of different builds, and this is exactly why I want to learn what a comparator does. So what do I know so far? Let's get started with that. So this is a comparator. We have a section for tick speed. Oh, not tick speed. We can turn it on and off. Now I know one of these compares the signal, and one of these subtracts the signal. Don't know which one does what. I'll have to see. Now, again, like other things, it has sort of an input on the side. Redstone. It sort of has an input and an output. But I do want to figure out what they do, how they do it, and just what it does generally. So you can see that a lot of my builds would be made a lot easier if I had a comparator in them. I haven't really used them a ton actually. Now here does use a comparator, and I believe, so we know that it compares slash like, I don't know, I need to do a bit more research on this. I'm going to do some research and I will get back to you guys in a second. Okie dokie. Alright, so one mumbo jumbo video later and about 50,000 other tutorials and things that I watched, here's what I've learned. Okay, key comparator. We have three inputs, one output. A comparator can either compare or subtract. This comparator right now is going to get a signal strength of 11. So let's power this. Power strength of 11. This one is going to get a signal of, let's go 4. Let's go whatever this is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's going to get a signal strength of 8. This is less. Sorry, this is more. Let me do 15 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Let's just do subtract mode because that'll be easier for me. So this one has a strength of 4. This one has a strength of 8. Oh, 11 minus 8. 11 minus 8 equals 3. 1, 2, 3, and then it was strength. Right, okay, that makes a lot of sense. So what did I just do? What am I talking about? Basically, a comparator has two roles. It can compare or it can subtract. We are on subtract mode because this light is on. When this light is off, it's in compare mode. When this light is on, it's in subtract mode. This line, now redstone, has signals up to 15. 15 is 1, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, and so forth. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 0 for the sake of it. The longer the line goes, the weaker the strength. So it's neon red over here, gets dimmer, gets dimmer, gets dimmer, goes out. As we saw here, this is a line of 4 redstone. 15 minus 4 equals 11. So this line has a signal strength of 11. This one had 7. 15 minus 7 equals 8. Now we've got our two numbers, 11 minus 8. 11 minus 8 equals 3. Therefore, this is powered for 3, and then it goes off. after that. Very, very cool. Now, the reason why this is different to a repeater. So both of these carry the signal forward. One carries a weaker signal or comparative. Now, this is the primary input. This is saying what is 11 minus 4, or is 11 greater than 4 in compare mode. When we come to this, however, if this number, we're going to go for a thing of 13, is larger than your primary input, then it just won't turn on. How about in subtract mode? In either mode. That is because this is like your first number in, let me get a sign. We have signs. Let me show you the math. Okay, so we've got 15 minus, so we've got our number 11. Our number 11 is our primary input. If this number is greater than something, let's just say 13 in this case, then this number is too big, therefore the signal is imbalanced and it's not going to turn on. But if 11 is greater than that number, then this number will be shown. And I think you'll get the same signal. On the other side, in subtract mode, 11 minus 4 will work. We'll get a signal of 7. But if we do 11 minus 13, then that we can't do negative numbers in this math, therefore it won't work. So that's how a comparator works. That's really cool. So what we can do is actually use this to compare the signal of things, which will help us make contraptions and create more if-then scenarios. Now, a lot of redstone is if-then situations. If this signal is past this strength, then do this. That's how item sorters are made, which I learned from Korean watching that VOD back of them making a gold farm. So let me fix this. Let me do 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're going to have a signal strength of 5, and we're going to use, that just takes, nice, okay, so when you've got, alright, let me explain this. Right now, we have the light off, which means we are in compare mode. This strength is still 11, this one is 5. Because 11 is bigger than 5, it is going to show 11 here. That's really cool, okay. But when we subtract, 11 minus 5 equals 6. We're going to have this line go into 6. That makes so much sense. Okay, I'm really happy. I'm really happy we solved that. Now, how does this differ to a repeater? No matter what signal you give this, it'll just input a full 15. That's the wrong way around. Is it the wrong way? There we go. Yeah, it'll input a full strength signal. So this compares and sends out a specific signal. This one just sends a full 15. Right, okay, that makes so much more sense now. Guys, I'm so happy that I finally learned this. Okay, oh, honestly, yeah. Alright, now let's try to apply this. Let's do a build. What can we build with this? We need to do a simple if-then scenario. I think let's try to make an item sorter. I didn't want to because it seems really difficult. But I think it's something that I should do, and I should learn how to do it because it is also incredibly useful for gameplay. So I'm going to use the scenario that they did. In their scenario, they had 2 outputs. Maybe not in the air, actually. Let's go over here. they had rotten flesh and gold, wanting to keep the gold and get rid of the rotten flesh. For the sake of this situation here, why am I doing it like this? Okay, so that hopper is going to connect down into there, with the chest going into here. Now, we know, so we do know that items in a chest can give off a signal. This signal we can use to trick this into thinking that it's full, maybe, and then going into that chest. How would we do this? I think this might be a bit too complex, honestly, for me just yet. So how would... Now, I know they did something with repeaters and redstone and comparators. Comparing the signal coming out from the chest to trick the hopper into thinking that it's full? Possibly. I might do some more research on this and then come back to this. What is another contraption we can make? How about we try to fix the door? The door works by a candle now. If I just grab a candle. Okay, so the way that this clock works isn't very good because you can often cause an observer clock, and that's not the most pleasant thing for anyone's ears, per se. Which reminds me, this volume is actually not that loud. Okay. So how could we work this out? So we can use the signal. We can use it. How about we do part 2? I think that's going to make more sense because I want to sit on this information a little bit. I want to teach you guys what it means and what it does, and I really hope that made sense to you all. The reason why I do this is because I use a sort of I use the way that I teach is see one, do one, teach one. So I'm going to see something, I'm going to watch it, I'm going to figure it out for myself. After I see it, I'm going to do it. I am going to use what I saw and put it in practice. And then I'm going to teach one. I'm going to teach you guys what I just learned. That is not just going to help me remember things, it's going to help you guys to learn it as well, if that's something you're interested in. I also do this so you guys who know a lot more than I do can give me some feedback. If you guys have some time, I would greatly appreciate any feedback you can give me, anything that I did right, anything that I did wrong, anything that I miscommunicated, as well as any sort of misinformation that I might be spreading. I'm human, I'm not perfect, I'm unfortunately going to say something wrong. If there's anything that I need to correct for myself, I need to put in a disclaimer, I need to mention in a video, or I do something wrong, please do not hesitate, correct me. I don't want misinformation going out there, but I'm going to do my best to minimize what I say. Minimize misinformation that could be spread. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I know I had a blast making it. And I'll catch you in the next one. Bye!